After suffering a disappointing loss at the hands of their arch rivals, the Ball State Cardinals, 8 nights ago, the IPFW men's volleyball team has rebounded by posting back-to-back victories over the University of Findlay and Quincy University last night. Tonight here at the Here Gate Sports Center, they're going to try to make it 3 wins in a row as they get ready to entertain Loyola of Chicago. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Maz. Welcome once again to IPFW Volleyball. I'm joined for tonight's telecast by assistant women's volleyball coach Steve Florio. Steve, happy to have you with us.
Thanks.
When a ball club loses a tough match to an arch rival, how hard is it to get back up to play well coming after that?
Well, IPFW is trying to win the conference this year. They have realistic possibilities of doing it. And when you lose to your arch rival, it just adds fuel to your fire. You don't have time when you're in the playoff hunt to get worried about a loss. You just got to come back and go hard.
Tonight's opponent, Loyola of Chicago, it's interesting that their 2 best players from last year are now the head coach and assistant coach. And how unique is that to have former players come back to be coaches?
Well, I've never seen that before. 2 former players. A lot of times it's an assistant coach that was a former player, but never 2 players. But that would mean that they know this team well, this IPFW team, and they'll probably be prepared.
When these 2 teams played a year ago, we had a delay due to a leak in the roof. No such luck tonight. We're looking forward to a great match. Again, it's IPFW taking on Loyola of Chicago. Please stay tuned. The starting lineups and opening serve just ahead right here on College 56 Sports.
What's up? The show's at 7. Whoa. Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. 1 university, 2 great names.
Center here on the campus of IPFW. This is Mike Maz along with women's assistant volleyball coach Steve Florio getting ready to call the action tonight's men's college volleyball game featuring the Ramblers of Loyola University of Chicago and the 11th ranked IPFW Volleyball. Starting lineups being introduced to the crowd here tonight. And Volleyball, Steve Florio coming here having won 2 matches in a row. Here are the starters for Loyola. Mike Ellis, a 6'3 senior from Elgin, Illinois. Brian Juntley, a 6'3 freshman setter from St. Louis, Missouri. James Grunst, a 6'8 freshman middle hitter from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Sean Schroeder, a 6'9 senior from St. Louis, Missouri. Christian Krzyzak, a 6-foot junior from Athol Springs, New York. Scott Green is a 6'5 junior from Athol Springs, New York. Chris Kozlarek, a 6'4 sophomore from Evergreen Park, Illinois, and Shane Davis, a graduated senior head coach in his first season here at Loyola. For IPFW, Dennis Santiago, 6'2 junior setter from Bayamon, Puerto Rico. Mitch Dreisbach, a 6'6 junior outside hitter from Mishawaka, Indiana. Isaac White, 6'3 senior libero from Gambier, Ohio. Mike Dyke, 6'6 sophomore from Columbus, Ohio. It'll be Matt Zbaszewski, a 6'4 junior from Toronto, Ontario. Sadar Sikcha, 6'6 sophomore from Istanbul, Turkey. Arnie Ball is the head coach in his 24th season. And we also need to note that another starter tonight will be number 10, Cristiano Moreira, 6'4" freshman from Belo Horizonte, Brazil. And you can see Matt Spashewski. There's Loyola in their traveling black jerseys with gold and white trim. IPFW in the home white jerseys with blue trim. Looks like the Volleyball will serve first tonight to begin the match. And Steve, again, welcome. Thanks for pinch hitting tonight for Neo Day.
Here we go, guys.
What do you look for in a match here tonight?
Well, I was watching both teams warm up, and it looks like it's going to be a shootout. Both teams can really bring it.
Mike Dyga from Columbus serving to start the match. Spashewski, the setter for Santiago, and Dennis Santiago comes down with the first point of the game.
Well, it looks like Loyola, as I expected, is going right to the middle hitters.
Mike Dyga, 6'6" sophomore from Columbus, Ohio. He has the serve. Gently. Oh, nice dig by, well, almost a nice dig by Spashewski. But the point goes to Loyola, and we're tied at 1. Brian Gently, successor to Shane Davis at the center position, and he will serve first for the Ramblers tonight. Santiago, Spashewski. Oh, nice dig, Gently. Santiago, Spashewski again, nice dig by Mitch Dreisbach. Dreisbach again, and he gets the kill. Off the fingers of James Grunst. Volleyball take a 2-1 lead.
And here we go with some good attacking right away from Spashewski.
I've had trouble for 4 years on that.
I've never had trouble with it until I got on television.
Maddie will serve, and it's a service error. We're tied at 2. Now we'll get our first look at Chris Kozlarek. Left-handed serve. Santiago for Sikcha. Sadar Sikcha with his first kill of the night.
Well, that was a great pass. And as always, that's a key to a good volleyball match. And we should see both teams passing well.
Mitch Dreisbach from Mishawaka, Indiana with the jump serve. Gently gets it to Grunst, and James Grunst will get the kill. And it's like a heavyweight boxing match. We're tied at 3. Here in the early going.
As long as both teams keep their passing up, we should see good attacks.
Grunst with the serve for Loyola. Sikcha with a dipsy-do return. Mike Alish dug out by Dreisbach. Spashewski will get the, well, it hit the pole. That's, would have been a nice kill for IPFW, but it hit the antenna, and it's point Loyola. They now lead 4-3. Grunst continues to serve. Sikcha. And the Ramblers win the battle at the net.
That's a nice job by the Ramblers, staying with the hitters. IPFW has been trying to establish their middles off the good passes.
5-3, Loyola leads. Make it 6-3. As Cristiano Moreira had a little trouble with Grunt's serve. Ramblers out to the early lead, and rally point scoring could make it difficult to come back. Spashewski right off the hands of Gently, and that's a good way to get a point.
Well, tough serving by Grunst forced some tough passing by IPFW, but it's nice to have the back row attack.
Sadar Sikcha from Istanbul, Turkey. Conventional serve from way back. Nice block. Net violation by Mike Dyga. I was about to say it was a nice block, but.
And yet another middle attack for Loyola.
7-4 Ramblers lead. Mike Alish, the 6'3 senior out of Elgin, Illinois, with the jump serve. Santiago setting up Dreisbach, and Mitch Dreisbach hammers one home.
I don't know if Loyola was ready for that. Usually if they go to the back row, it's to Maddie. It was a nice job of changing it up by setter Dennis Santiago.
Santiago with the serve. Gently setting up Alish. Nice block. Moreira and Dyga combined. The Dons pull within one at 7-6. And Santiago, the left-handed setter, serving. Gently for Alish. Nice dig by Dreisbach. Daiga gonna set up Zbyszewski. Dug out by Alish. Block at the net by Daiga, but the Ramblers keep it alive. Another block at the net and a nice dig, that time by Alish. Dreisbach with the dig. Zbyszewski and a nice play at the net by Sean Schroeder. 6'9", the tallest player on the court.
Well, you saw a nice job of coverage by Loyola there. What IPFW is doing is what they've done well all season, and that's block, and it looks like Loyola is expecting that.
Scott Green with the serve. Santiago. Moriera. Point IPFW. Makes our score 8-7. Loyola on top. And now Cristiano Moreira, who has really come into his own here the last 3 matches. Only a freshman. Santiago with the save. Nice dig by Isaac White. Daiga setting up Dreisbach. Nice dig that time by Green. Alish with the point.
Loyola's really setting up a nice, strong attack, which is forcing us to have a limited attack back at them. Eventually, they're going to get the good set and be able to get the best attack possible, and that's what happened there.
Santiago for Dreisbach. Nice dig. Santiago for Daiga. And this time, Mike Ellis can't get to it. Point IPFW. Makes it 9-8, and Mike Daiga will serve. You get a look at Dreisbach and Sikcha at the net. Service error by Mike Daiga.
Mike has an excellent float serve, and when he does get it in, it can be really challenging.
When you commit a service error, Steve, is it just a lack of focus?
Well, a lot of times at this level, you're aiming for a target, and sometimes if you aim a little too hard, you can end up missing. It's not necessarily a lack of focus.
Sadar Sikcha with a kill, and it's 10-9. Volleyball's trail by 1. Zbyszewski to serve. Gently for Alish. Nice block by Santiago. Santiago for Sikcha. Dink shot. Ramblers keep it alive. Alish at the net, and he gets the kill. And that time it looked like IPFW thought they had the point one, and they gave up for just a second. Loyola stayed with it, and they got the point.
That's right. Again, though, both teams working really hard to establish their middle hitters.
Kozlaric serving for Loyola. Dreisbach. Point IPFW.
As the game wears on, we should see more sets go out to the antennas as both teams get the middles to hold each other.
11-10 is our score. Loyola on top. Mitch Dreisbach to serve for IPFW. Alish at the net. Mike Alish. 3 kills already. Increases the Rambler lead to 2 at 12-10. James Grunst, 6'8" freshman now serving. Santiago. Zbyszewski. Point IPFW. Something I'm going to ask you during the course of this match, Steve. In all honesty, even though I've been with this for 6 years, I don't understand all of the signals, so I'm going to use your expertise tonight.
Okay.
12-11, Sadar Sikcha to serve. Trying to get the tie for IPFW. Alish, dink shot. Dreisbach couldn't get it. But they gave us the point.
Well, there Alish was forced to change his shot, and he hit it into the antenna as a result of trying to change his shot.
We're tied at 12. Game 1. Alish at the net. Zbyszewski saves it. Santiago sets it. Dreisbach gets the credit for the kill.
Well, it looks like IPFW might have changed their blocking strategy slightly on Alish. They seem to have moved a little more towards the antenna, trying to make him go more cross court, and that could be why he made that hitting error earlier.
Sikcha continuing to serve. Spashevsky with the save. Moriera over the net. Dug out by Schroeder, but Moriera gets the kill anyway. (14-12) our score. IPFW on top. Gently setting up Alish. Dyga keeps it alive. Oh, nice dig by Loyola there. And Scott Green gets the kill.
That's a nice job of Scott Green, using the hands of the good blocker, Dennis Santiago. If you can't go past him, hit it off him.
Mike Alish with the jump serve. Santiago at the net. Moriera off the fingertips of Sean Schroeder. It's point IPFW. We come to the mandatory timeout. 15-13 our score. Volleyball's on top. You're watching IPFW Volleyball on College 56 Sports.
If you look on any college campus these days, you'll find many students who fall into the non-traditional category. These are older students who are returning to finish a degree. Some are just beginning college, and many of them are taking supplemental classes for personal or professional reasons. This month on IPFW Up Close, we'll take a look at IPFW's Division of Continuing Studies, where lifelong learning is more than just a slogan. Join me, Jeanette Liu, for IPFW Up Close, Sundays at noon on College Cable Access Channel 56.
Welcome back to the Hilliard Gate Sports Center. Mike Masti, Florio with you. Game one of our best-of-5 match. And right now, the Volleyball of IPFW lead the Ramblers of Loyola of Chicago 15-13. Steve, Volleyball's attack percentage so far, 423. Loyola's only 261.
Well, the Volleyball are making the most of their attempts. Obviously, Matt Bashevsky coming out of the back row is always effective, and they've used him a few times. But the middles, which is very important for IPFW, have been having a good night.
Isaac White with the dig. Santiago. Bashevsky gets the kill at the net. And it's 16-13. Credit Isaac White with the dig to keep that ball alive.
It's almost as if he heard me talking about him 2 seconds ago.
Scott Green comes back for Loyola off the hands of Bashevsky. It's 16-14, IPFW with the lead. Scott Green for Loyola with the serve. Santiago. Moriera off of Green. And that was a bullet.
He is really coming into his own. When he keeps that ball in front of him, he can really get a hold of it, and he can make his shots. He can hit angle. He can hit down the line. As long as he keeps that ball in front of him.
Only a freshman. Gently for Alish. Blocked by Dreisbach. Point IPFW. Nice block there by Mitch Dreisbach. 18-14, Volleyball's up. Moriera with the serve, and it's a service error. So the serve goes over to Loyola. And it'll be big, Sean Schroeder. Net violation, I believe, by IPFW, so Loyola gets the point.
Once again, there it is. Passing is very important.
Santiago, Dreisbach, and it's too long. And Ernie Ball decides to call a timeout, even though his team is leading 18-17. Join Coach Ernie Ball on College 56 for the Ernie Ball Show, with highlights and perspective from Coach Ball and his guests. Host Mark Franke opens up the show. Thursdays at 7 o'clock, Fridays at 5 o'clock, and Saturdays at 12:30. Again, it's the Ernie Ball Show right here on College 56 Sports. 18-17 our score. As you see the bench, and there's some of the crowd here tonight. Coach Ball was kind of adamant he wanted to talk, I believe, primarily to setter Dennis Santiago.
Well, I think what we might see coming out of this timeout is going back to the middles. As you saw earlier, they were using their middles, and they've gone away from that a bit.
And there you see a replay of a block at the net by Mitch Dryspot.
This men's team has done a great job of swing blocking and timing the attacker, front row or back row.
A horrible return, or dig I should say, by Isaac White. Dennis Santiago had to try to go a long way. And we're tied at 18. Santiago, Spashevsky hit point as IPFW's that time.
Well, again, another used block by Bishevsky. He hit it off the blocker's hands into the antenna.
Mike Dyger will serve. Volleyball's lead 19-18. Juntley got it over to James Grunst, and Grunst knocked it home. We're tied at 19. Ramblers playing tough here in the early going.
You know, with a 6'8" and a 6'9" middle hitter, as long as the passing stays good for Loyola, you should see them using their middles as much as possible.
Spashevsky off of Juntley. Maddie had some smoke on that hit. Volleyball retake the lead, 20-19. Spashevsky to serve. Senior academically, junior athletic eligibility-wise. Good solid serve. Juntley for Alish. Black. Santiago and Sikcha tag team it.
Well, I guess the key at this point for Loyola, if they want to stay with the IPFW, is they need to pass a little better. They need to get a little more on target because their middles are really what was working for them early on.
Free ball. Nice dig by Green. Dryspot comes right back, however. Mitch Dryspot now has 5 kills. It's 22-19, and Loyola calls timeout. Okay. Now you get a good look at the Loyola bench. And again, as we mentioned earlier, Steve, a unique situation. Shane Davis, arguably the best setter in Loyola history from a numbers standpoint, graduated last year. And he, along with Justin Schnorr, who also gave IPFW fits last year, they both graduated. And this year, they are the head coach and assistant coach. Very interesting situation going from the playing court to the coaching ranks immediately.
Yeah, that is an interesting situation. As I said earlier, I don't know that I've ever seen that happen where 2 players go on to be coaches, with one being the head coach. But you know, he was a great setter for Loyola, and he probably coming at his timeout has a good play set for Loyola to run, having the mindset of a setter.
And you saw the replay, Mitch Dryspot, and Loyola dug the first attempt out, and Mitch came back and got the second one. And,
well, Mitch is playing very aggressive, and he has been aggressive all season, and you just have to stay aggressive, whether things are going good or bad, and if you're that type of player, you'll get them to go for you as long as you stay aggressive.
Spashevsky with the jump serve, and it's a service error. Twice Maddie has hit the ball a little bit too hard, too long. 22-20, Dons by 2. Chris Kozlarek with the serve. Santiago for Sikcha, nice dig. White trying to keep it alive. Unfortunately, he's unsuccessful, and Loyola gets the point. To pull within 1, 22-21, and we almost had to run for our lives there. Service error by Kozlarek.
That's a tough time for a service error, especially after a big play like that. Sometimes that can kill the momentum.
Substitution for IPFW, Dustin Sherman, number 2, senior out of Fort Wayne Northside High School, replacing Mitch Dryspot.
Well, one thing IPFW was doing well this past couple points is serving tough, and looks like Coach Arnie Ball is making a serving change. to keep that pass off the setter's head.
Float, serve,
And
ace.
there you have it. Good substitution. Great job
Dusty had one
by
of those.
Dusty.
He had one service ace last night against Quincy, almost an identical type of serve. Serving again, Don's up by 3. Gently, nice block. As Grunts tried to hammer it home, and the Dons blocked it.
A great job by Sitcha staying with his middle hitter and seeing him the whole way.
25-21. Again, we played a 30, have to win by 2. Gently. Scott Green, and it's blocked again. Sitcha and Santiago. And now you've got, I believe, Mike Alish talking to Eric Blumen, our referee tonight.
I'm not quite sure what he's addressing with the official.
Shane Davis talking to the other official, Dave Syons. Sherman continues to serve. Gently. And that time a short set, a nice dig by James Grunt stops the IPFW run. Now we got a substitution for Loyola, number 9, John Thuet. Thuet is a 6'2" sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri. And he will serve. Another left-hander. Santiago Spashevsky in court for a kill. Momentum more in blue and white right now.
Well, Dusty has done a great job. He came in, made some key serves. Nice pass right there. It's a good sub by Coach Ball.
Serdar Sitcha to serve. Downs up 27-22. Gently. Schroeder wide on the kill, and it's 28-22. IPFW 2 points away from victory here in game 1. Float serve. Gently. Again, this time Sean Schroeder got the kill inside.
Well, again, I hate to sound redundant, but it looks like that's going to be the key to Loyola's success, is how many times they can run those middles.
Elish with the serve. A nice dig by Scott Green. Kaslarik over the net. Santiago Spashevsky, and it's long. Point Loyola.
That was a great job by Loyola to be ready for the setter's attack.
28-24. Jump serve by Mike Alish. Santiago Moriera. Oh, nice block at the net. Not sure if it was Schroeder, if it was Gently, but I think it was 6'9" Sean Schroeder. Ramblers making a mini run here. They now trail by 3. Santiago Spashevsky, nice dig by Alish. Alish again, and he gets the point. And Arnie Ball says, let's stop the momentum. Let's call timeout right now. With IPFW's lead cut to 2, 28-26.
Well, Alish hasn't stopped swinging, and he's obviously someone they're going to keep going to. And he's staying aggressive, as I mentioned with Mitch. Mitch is staying aggressive and getting his kills, and Alish is staying aggressive and getting his kills, despite getting blocked once or twice.
Mike Alish with 4 kills so far. He leads Loyola. James Grunst and Scott Green, 3 kills apiece. Sean Schroeder with 2. And Brian Gently with 1. For IPFW, Matt Spashevsky with 6 kills. Mitch Dreisbach with 5. Cristiano Moriera with 4. There's a replay as we look at the setup here. Scott Green being blocked by Dennis Santiago.
That's something Dennis has done well all season long, is his blocking. I think everybody knows it. And when they can avoid going at him, I think most teams do. Which is quite unusual, being that he's a setter.
There's another replay of the same block. Here we go. Alish serving. Ramblers down by 2. Santiago Spashevsky with the kill off of Schroeder's hands. And then we come to game point. Dennis Santiago will serve for game one. Float serve. Gently for Schroeder, and it's wide. Point IPFW. Game one to IPFW by a score of 30-26. We'll take a break, get ready for game two. As you're watching IPFW volleyball on College 56 Sports.
You know, she continues to spill product at a rate of 3 per hour. Unit cost, say 60 cents. Factor in breakage, downtime, lost sales. You're looking at $2,400 a month. Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. One university, two great names.
If you look on any college campus these days, you'll find many students who fall into the non-traditional category. These are older students who are returning to finish a degree. Some are just beginning college, and many of them are taking supplemental classes for personal or professional reasons. This month on IPFW Up Close, we'll take a look at IPFW's Division of Continuing Studies, where lifelong learning is more than just a slogan. Join me, Jeanette Liu, for IPFW Up Close, Sundays at noon on College Cable Access Channel 56.
What's ahead for the future of Northeast Indiana? One answer lies with the graduates of our fine area colleges and universities. Hi, I'm Phil Laux, president of the Greater Fort Wayne Chamber of Commerce. And when you support an area college or university, you support the economic growth and development of where we live. Graduates of these higher education institutions are working hard to grow our local economy. I urge you to support your area university or college with your time, your talent, and your treasure. Our college grads are a vital part of Northeast Indiana's continued success.
Back here at the Hilliard Gate Sports Center, Mike Maz and Steve Florio with you. Game one in the books. It goes to the IPFW Volleyball 30-26. And Steve, we look at some of the numbers as well as a replay here. I believe it's game point. No, it was Dustin Sherman's service ace.
That was Sherman's service ace, yes.
Thoughts on game one?
Well, as I look over the stats, they say pretty much what we saw. Great blocking by IPFW. And a solid attack. They held Loyola to a 139 hitting percentage, and that is largely due in part to the blocking efforts and the strong serving.
Well, Loyola will serve to begin game two, and it'll be their setter, freshman setter Brian Gently. Got to be hard if you're a freshman coming into a college program and your coach is the person who held that same position for the previous 4 years.
I would assume so. I never experienced that, but I would assume so.
Pashesky, nice dig. Alish, dug out by Pashesky. Sikcha, second dig for the Ramblers. Alish, dug out by Morieta. Dreisbach into the net, point Loyola.
And yet more aggressive play by Alish. Just going up there and swinging as hard as he can and trying to keep his team in it.
Gently continuing that left-handed serve. Santiago for Sikcha. That one is IPFW's.
Okay, we're all good.
1-1 our score, Matt. Pashesky getting ready to serve. Service error.
Well, there he was. Like you asked earlier, do you lose your focus? What he was trying to do was make a very tough serve into the path of the setter.
Fifth service error by IPFW. Kozlarek with the serve for Loyola. Dreisbach with the kill for IPFW. And to me, Mitch Dreisbach, I think that's his 6th kill now, and he's playing awfully well.
Yeah, aggressive. He's aggressive. He's a positive player, and he's never gonna quit.
And he's now serving. Gently. Oh, nice dig by Spashevsky. Nice block by Grunst. Point Ramblers. Well, they're calling a point IPFW's, and I apologize. Good dig. Sikcha with the kill.
That was a great attack by Loyola, an excellent dig, and a great job by Dennis Santiago to set that extremely high dig, and an even better job by Sikcha to time all of that.
4-2 our score. IPFW on top. Mitch Dreisbach continuing to serve. Gently. And the kill attempt is wide by Grunst. And the mini run gives IPFW a 3-point lead. Gently, Grunst dug out by Isaac White. Moriera setting up Spashevsky. Gently, Scott Green. And it's point Loyola.
Well, we're looking at some really good defense these past couple points, and what's happening is IPFW is setting up such a nice block. It's allowing the defenders to get around it, get a good look at the hitter, and react on time.
James Grunst getting ready to serve.
Another thing that I'm noticing is it looks like IPFW is blocking so well, it's forcing the hitters to hit tougher angles than they might normally attempt.
Service error by Grunst. The second service error by Loyola tonight. Makes our score 6-3. IPFW on top. Sardar Sikcha getting ready to serve. Gently for Schroeder. Schroeder with the kill. Dreisbach couldn't handle it. Mike Alish getting ready to serve. Santiago for Dreisbach.
And again, it looked like they were ready for the back row attack, but they were stacked over on Spashevsky, and through the middle comes Dreisbach.
7-4, Dons by 3. Santiago with the jump serve. Gently, nice dig by Santiago. Gently, and that time, Schroeder with what I call the dink shot. Finesse rather than power, and he found a seam and got the point.
Well, Schroeder's really mixing up his attack. He's hitting left, he's hitting right, and he's throwing some tips in, so it's hard to read as a defender when the hitter's changing it up.
Service ace by Scott Green. Just like that, Loyola back to within 1 at 7-6. That ball dove in a hurry.
Had a lot of topspin on it.
Serving for the tie. Santiago. Moriera for the kill. Cristiano Moriera.
He's usually successful when he keeps that ball in front of him. He's allowed to use his good vertical and fly into the ball.
And he's only a freshman. Gently. Kozlarek. And it's blocked successfully by IPFW.
Matt Spashevsky was up on that block. And again, the hitter was forced to try and hit a tougher shot than he might normally have.
Jump serve. Gently for Schroeder. Blocked by Dyga. Gently setting up Mike Alish. And Alish is successful. 9-7 our score. IPFW on top. Sean Schroeder to serve. Santiago. Spashevsky off Alish's hand. Point IPFW.
Well, that's something that you don't see a whole lot often there. You do not see Spashevsky coming in on a middle type attack, a first tempo attack as it's called. But very successful there, and I don't think Loyola was expecting it either.
Dyga to serve. Alish, nice. Oh, they say long. I thought it was just inside the line, but they say no, it's point IPFW.
Well, there you have the tough float serve by Dyga. Very, very hard to handle. He gets a lot of movement off the contact.
11-7. Alish again, and this time Mike is successful with the kill.
Looks like they're going to do their best to keep the ball away from Santiago and Spashevsky, which are the right side blockers.
Gently serving. Santiago, oh, nice block by Alish, dug out by Isaac White. Spashevsky dug out by Scott Green. Kozlarek dug out by Santiago. Dreisbach is in for the, oh, they say it's wide. Well, I would have bet my mortgage payment that it was in, but
well, he has a better view than we do. It was a great angle by Dreisbach, but just out.
It's 11-9. Ramblers to within 2. Santiago Moriera. Point IPFW.
Again, the block looks stacked a little towards Maddie, and Dennis doing a good job of putting the ball away from him and then making the block have to chase.
Spashevsky getting ready for his jump serve. Gently for Grush, blocked by Santiago. Sixia was alongside for help. Substitution for Loyola. Corey Kluse, 6'5" sophomore from Florissant, Missouri. Hope I pronounced that correctly. He's number 13. Spashevsky getting ready to serve again. Don's up by 4, 13-9 here in game 2. Kozlarek blocked by Dreisbach. And the one thing that has been most pleasant to see this year, Steve, the blocking by IPFW has been phenomenal.
It's outstanding, and a lot of times they're the shorter of the two teams on average, and it's amazing to see a team time the ball so well.
Alish will get the point off of Sixia's hand. Makes our score 14-10. Favor of IPFW. Kozlarek to serve for Loyola. Alish off of Spashevsky's hand. Point Ramblers, 14-11.
Great transition by Loyola. Great job of bringing it back. They had trouble over there, and they brought it right to it.
Jump serve by Kozlarek. Free ball coming for Loyola. And nice dig by Moriera, but they say Loyola gets the point, and I'm not sure if there was a violation or a double hit.
Well, they have Alish matched up on Dreisbach, and it looks like they're trying to go right after Dreisbach.
Another free ball for Loyola. Ball still alive. Battle at the net. Spashevsky gonna try to save it. No. It's now 14-13. Ramblers to within 1.
The Ramblers have really gotten aggressive these last couple points.
They won 4 points in a row. Spashevsky has to dig it. Oh, they played it. Thought it might have gone out. Scott Green at the net. Moriera with the dig. Santiago setting up Spashevsky. Dig shot. Dug out by Alish. Green at the net. Point Loyola. Good anticipation by Scott Green on 2 occasions during that rally. And just like that, the Ramblers come back from down 5, 14-9. They've tied it 14-all.
They're really fighting. They're really swinging with everything they have.
Chris Kozlarek Left-handed serve coming up. Good serve. Santiago. Spashevsky. Dug out. Alish. Blocked by Sikcha. Point Dons. Timeout on the court. Our score, IPFW 15, Loyola Chicago 14. Let's take a break here watching Volleyball.
Hi. I was wondering if you wanted to go out maybe or something, if you had time.
I can tell by your excitable behavior and verbal faux pas that you have generalized anxiety with paranoid tendencies. It would never work.
Okay, thanks.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. One university, two great names.
And you get a good look at the crowd here at the Gates Sports Center tonight. 15-14, IPFW leading Loyola here in game 2. Volleyball won game 1, 30-26. And Steve, quite a bit of a run by Loyola. Chris Kozlarek had a lot of good serves.
Yeah, he was really spinning that jump serve, and IPFW seemed to have trouble with it. But they were able to go back to what their strength is, and that's blocking, and get them through that. We'll see if they make any changes next time Kozlarek comes back around to serve. He has an excellent jump serve with a lot of topspin.
Teams came back out on the floor, and IPFW didn't realize that they had the serve. But it'll be Mitch Dreisbach to pull the trigger. Here we go. Oh, nice block by Sikcha. Alish. Point Loyola. We're tied at 15. And it'll be Corey Klus to serve. Santiago for Dreisbach. Nice dig. Green gets it over. Santiago. Spashevsky, and it's long. Point Loyola. Patience paid off for the Ramblers on that point.
Again, more ball control issues for IPFW there.
Jump serve by Klus. Oh, great effort that time. Klus gets it over. Santiago for Sikcha. Oh, what a dig by Kozlarek. Green, dug out by Moriera. And the kill is wide. Point Loyola. They now lead 17-15.
Excellent defense there to keep the play alive. Looks like IPFW is trying to force their kills now.
Santiago, Spashevsky, dug out by Klus. Alish, dug out by Spashevsky. Dreisbach. And I believe a net violation. I saw it coming, Steve. I saw that ball coming. Timeout called by IPFW. Learn more about Mastodon sports by tuning into Mastodon Spotlight each Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday here in College 56. Yours truly, Mike Maz, reviews the recent sports activities. We look at game footage and visit with players and coaches. That's Mastodon Spotlight, Wednesdays and Fridays at 11 o'clock, Fridays at 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. right here on College 56. 18-15 our score, Steve. Loyola, they've come to play here in game 2.
Absolutely. Tough serving is forcing tough ball control by IPFW. Once IPFW can't run their attack as strong as they want to, Loyola is just making nice touches off the block, nice digs, and bringing it back really aggressively.
Again, you see faces of those here in the crowd tonight. Young and old, big and small. Now back to the action. Corey Kluse getting ready to continue serving.
Go, guys.
Ramblers on a 4-0 run. And a service ace. Something different with rally point scoring. You can hit the net now.
It's important for IPFW to not panic here, stay smart, and not try and force anything.
19-15 to score. Moriera dug out. Scott Green off Sitch's hand. The Ramblers' run continues.
Well, what we're seeing is I think they've decided to not try and bury the ball every time, but use the block that always seems to be there, and it's working.
Santiago Bashevsky, and that one's a point for IPFW off of Kluse's hand.
You cannot give him an open look like he just had there.
20-16 our score. Loyola with the lead. Serdar Sikcha to serve for IPFW. That long float serve. Schroeder off of Dreisbach's hands.
Yet another kill off of the block. I'm curious if they're doing that on purpose, because it is working.
Mike Alish to serve, as you see a concerned Arnie Ball on the IPFW bench. Moreira with the kill in front of Krzyzek.
It was a nice angle there.
Moreira now with 7 kills. And it's Santiago to serve. Alish has to basically dig the ball. Scott Green gets it over. And a lift called an IPF, or a double hit rather, called an IPFW.
Well, that's unfortunate. IPFW finally got the passing for Loyola to break down this game, and weren't able to take control.
Scott Green to serve for the Ramblers. Ramblers are serving awfully well this game. Bashevsky with the kill for IPFW. For Matt, that's his 10th kill of the night. He had 15 in last night's win over Quincy. Cristiano Moreira. Jump serve. Juntley setting up Alish. Dug out by Santiago. It's still alive. Juntley off of Santiago's fingertips for the point.
And that's the first attack that I can remember by Loyola's setter, Juntley. It's a good time, and transition is always a good time for a setter to attack. Usually the team isn't as prepared for it as they are off of serve receive.
John Thuet off the bench to serve for Loyola. They're up by 5, 23-18. Santiago for Daiga. Dug out by Alish. Alish dug out by Daiga. Kozlarek with the left-handed kill. Right now, Momentum wearing black, gold, and white. Thuet continuing to serve. Santiago for Dreisbach. Nice dig by Scott Green. Nice block by Dreisbach. Juntley tried to play the role of killer rather than setter. Didn't work.
Well, that is Dreisbach's fourth block, and he's doing a great job over there on the left side.
Daiga to serve. Kluse wide on the kill attempt. 2 points in a row for IPFW. Now 24-20. And Mike Daiga continues to serve. Good service ace. Christian Krzyzek did not catch the side of the serve. Loyola calls timeout with the lead cut to 3 at 24-21. Volleyball's on a 3-point run, Steve.
Yeah, again, tough serving by Daiga. It may not look tough, but that ball knuckles. It's a lot like a knuckleball in baseball. It stays flat and moves fast, and it's hard to read. and forcing some passing issues over there with Loyola.
And we're going to see a replay here. And there it is, service ace. Krzyzak de Liberta in the white Loyola jersey moved to his left, but didn't move far enough or quick enough. Service ace.
Looked like some communication issues there. What Loyola has to remember is they're winning this match and they're in control, and they shouldn't let an ace or a bad play knock them off the track. They're on the right track right now. As long as they stay in control, stay calm, they could run this match out and run this game out and take this game. It's important to see what they do out of this timeout. Have they regained their composure?
Dyga's serve. Close on a short set from Juntley. And if you're a Loyola fan, you came out of the timeout rather well.
Well, I just saw something I didn't like very much. I just saw a Loyola player yelling at Sitcha as he went down and continuing to yell, seeing that he hurt his ankle. I wonder if he meant that, if he realized he was hurt, but if he did realize he was hurt, a little upset to see the poor sportsmanship.
And you saw that Matt Zbyszewski, as captain, did speak to one of those Loyola players. I'm not sure who it was. Was it Alish or?
Well, it looked like Klus.
Klus, number 13. Now we're ready to go. 25-21, Ramblers by 4. Dreisbach. Krzyzak digs it out. Alish. And it's point Loyola.
You got to wonder if Sitcha is feeling the ankle now.
Arnie Ball calls his second allotted timeout of this game.
It's hard to tell if he's limping or favoring it. I see it now. It looks like he's limping a little.
Well, the Ramblers came into this match with a record of 9-5 overall. They are 5-2 in conference play. They defeated Findlay last night. IPFW came into this match tonight with a record of 8-2 overall, 6-1 in MIVA play. They defeated Quincy 3-0, scores for 30-21, 30-24, 30-23. We said earlier, Matt Zbyszewski had 15 kills. Mitch Dreisbach had 9. Cristiano Moreira had 8. And Dennis Santiago had 34 assists in the win last night. This match tonight, Steve, ends a lengthy homestand by IPFW. And as we get a look at a replay, perhaps for the last point.
That was a hitting error by Loyola during that run that Mike Dyga had with his serve.
After tonight, in the regular season, there's only one more home match for IPFW. Free ball, Klus, dug out by Isaac White. Zbyszewski with the kill. Badly needed point for IPFW.
Great job coming out of the timeout with that. Great job. It could be the spark they need.
26-22, Dons trail by 4. Zbyszewski to serve. Klus, again a short set by Juntley.
Well, we've seen Klus come into the game and play middle now, and he's had some really strong success. Could be a good change by the coaching staff at Loyola.
Kozlarek to serve for the Ramblers. Zbyszewski's kill is long. Point Loyola. It's 28-22 Ramblers. They attempt to even this match at a game apiece.
Well, it looks like we have our shootout that we thought we might.
Service error by Kozlarek. You mentioned earlier he hits the ball hard. That time he hit it too hard.
That could be a good break for IPFW to have him make a serving error rather than run a few points with his tough serve.
Dusty Sherman comes in to serve for the Volleyball, replacing Dreisbach. Time for an ace. Juntley, Alish, battle at the net, and they say net violation, Santiago, point Ramblers.
Real strong attack by Alish to force the overdig.
And it's game point. Corey Klus to serve. Santiago Sikcha. Nice dig by Alish. Green. And the point goes to Loyola. Game 2 goes to Loyola. 30-23. Match is now even at a game apiece, if I can get my tongue untied here. Teams will have a break, and time for us to let you know that it's Indiana Purdue Fort Wayne presents Spotlight on IPFW. An up-close look at some of the hidden treasures on our campus. Our spotlight tonight is shining brightly on the IPFW Archaeological Society survey, directed by Professor Bob McCullough.
700 to 800 years ago, this is what an indigenous farming community near the White River in Hamilton County, Indiana, may have looked like. In the summer of 2001, that same general area looked like this. However, a closer look would have shown you these sites, the remnants of an old military plane or two, rusted cars, and the twisted metal of old farm machinery amongst the vegetation. IPFW's Archaeological Survey has been excavating that area, known as the Strawtown Enclosure, trying to solve the puzzle of just who lived there.
You have intersection of trails. Indiana's the crossroads of America, can be pushed back way into prehistory. You have the trail from the Ohio River up to Fort Wayne runs through the area. You have the trail from the Cincinnati area from the Ohio River up to the Kankakee Marsh and up to Wisconsin, crisscrosses the area. And you also have one that runs east-west. You have evidence that groups from as far away as it looks like western Wisconsin and Iowa inhabited the Strawtown site. There's certainly a question of the group that around Cincinnati, Dayton area, middle Ohio River Valley, associated with those people inhabited the Strawtown enclosure.
With the help of grants from the U.S. Department of the Interior National Park Service Historic Preservation Fund, administered by the Indiana Department of Natural Resources, Division of Historic Preservation and Archaeology, the survey team, the Hamilton County Parks Department, and other groups and volunteers have been excavating the remains of a village dating back to the late 13th or early 14th centuries.
What we find basically it's circular shape. The circular village goes about a little less than a football field in diameter, okay? It had a central plaza that was kept fairly clean, of artifacts. It'd be a community area that they maintained. There appears to be a habitation area encircling that plaza, and that's where we believe the houses would be located.
McCullough and the others haven't yet determined the design of the houses, but they have discovered some post holes and believe the structures were rectangular with gabled roofs. The remnants of storage and trash pits have been unearthed, as has evidence pointing to a wooden post stockade that encircled the village. McCullough says outside the stockade there was a dry moat, or a wide ditch about 6 or 7 feet deep.
Archaeologists always find the hard parts. So we don't have, they probably had an elaborate wood technology, and feathers and weaving. We don't have evidence of that. What we get is their ceramics, their pottery, which actually gives us a lot of information because they would draw designs. We can trace these designs to various archaeological groups. Stone tools, arrowheads. Certain sites with good bone preservation, with their bone tools, evidences of types of animals they would consume and use for materials. And we get evidence of diet through botanical remains. That's how we know they're maize farmers. We have charred corn. Later on we have beans. Pieces of squash. We know what kind of wild and medicinal plants they were collecting. When it becomes charred, we have evidence for that.
One of the questions the survey is trying to answer is, where did the people who lived at Strawtown go? Were they forced out, or did they move on and others take their place?
And it persists in Indiana for close to 200 years. But what happens is the northern areas become to be, they're abandoned, and there's a population shift to the southern portion of the range, down south of Indianapolis. And after 1425, we don't have a record of them occupying this area. It's sort of a mystery we haven't been able to answer yet.
McCullough and the rest of the survey want to find the answer to that and other mysteries. They believe the answers lie in their excavations at Strawtown. But as with anything else these days, it all depends on money.
Our funding basically goes year to year, and we've been there for 2 years based on grants given to us by the Department of Natural Resources, and we have written some grants to return. We hope for it to be a long-term project. There's plans to develop a museum interpretive center, to do a reconstructed Native American village for a living history project. So we hope for it to be a research and educational training park. And right now we're going year by year, so that's the long-range goals.
And so IPFW's Archaeological Survey waits for word on new grants, hoping they can keep digging into Indiana's past.
Do you have everything you need? Paper, pencils?
We only ask that you do your best.
And make you a snack.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. One university, two great names.
What's ahead for the future of Northeast Indiana? One answer lies with the graduates of our fine area colleges and universities. Hi, I'm Phil Laux, president of the Greater Fort Wayne Chamber of Commerce. And when you support an area college or university, you support the economic growth and development of where we live. Graduates of these higher education institutions are working hard to grow our local economy. I urge you to support your area university or college with your time, your talent, and your treasure. Our college grads are a vital part of Northeast Indiana's continued success.
If you look on any college campus these days, you'll find many students who fall into the non-traditional category. These are older students who are returning to finish a degree. Some are just beginning college, and many of them are taking supplemental classes for personal or professional reasons. This month on IPFW Up Close, we'll take a look at IPFW's Division of Continuing Studies, where lifelong learning is more than just a slogan. Join me, Jeanette Liu, for IPFW Up Close, Sundays at noon on College Cable Access Channel 56.
Happy spring. It's time to think of chocolate eggs and Easter bunnies.
And we're thinking about children in town who would like to be a part of the fun.
We're the alumni directors at the area colleges and universities.
Each year we adopt an area school and provide filled Easter baskets for all the students.
We need 500 baskets.
Please consider donating filled, wrapped Easter baskets for this worthy cause.
Remember, all the items in the basket need to be wrapped and not homemade.
Then the entire basket should be wrapped.
You can drop off your baskets up until April 6th at any one of our colleges or universities.
With your help, we'll make 500 children's spring a bit brighter this year.
To the Hilliard Gate Sports Center here on the campus of IPFW. Mike Maz and women's assistant volleyball coach Steve Floria with you tonight. And Steve, we've got a horse race in a manner of speaking. IPFW won game 1 30-26, but Loyola of Chicago came back with, really hard. And they won game 2 30-23. Momentum wearing black, gold, and white right now instead of blue and white.
Yeah, well, looks like Loyola changed the game plan a little bit. They came out as I expected, going to their big middle hitters and attacking what most teams have is attacking our middle, and didn't seem to be working for them all that well. So they went more to their outside hitters and have been using our big block. A key sub that it looks like Loyola made was they subbed in Kloos for Grunst in the middle. There was a lot of hitting errors coming out of the middle, and Kloos has come back strong and helped out Loyola where it looks like they want to be in the middle. Being able to go to the middle more means that it might even make their outside attack even more effective than it already is. So look for Alish to get some more kills. He has 11 already.
We're seeing a replay right here. They called, I believe, either a double hit or a net violation on IPFW. But a quick look at some of the numbers in game 2. Loyola hit 227, IPFW only 135 for the match. IPFW 247, Loyola 188.
Well, I guess that's the tale of the tape. IPFW had a better hitting percentage in game 1. They won it. Loyola had a better hitting percentage in game 2. They won it.
Blocks 9-3 in favor of IPFW. Aces 4-2 in favor of Loyola. Digs 30-26 in favor of the Ramblers. Assists 31-29 in favor of Loyola. Kills 32-31 in favor of IPFW. So what do we expect to see here in game 3? It'll be Loyola, I believe, to serve first. No, the IPFW to serve.
Well, what happened is passing seemed to have broken down a little for IPFW. So hopefully they come out, have their minds focused on making some better passes off the serve and mounting just a stronger attack, opening up a few more options for setter Dennis Santiago.
It'll be Serdar Sikcha to serve here to start game 3. And that's a little surprising. Mike Dyga started game 1 with the serve. And now it's Sikcha, but here we go. Gently, a nice block by Santiago. Klus gets the hit, it's the kill.
Well, there we have it, Klus. Good sub by Loyola, very aggressive, and they're going right to him.
It'll be setter Bryant Gently to serve for the Ramblers. Santiago for Dyga. Off of Gently. Brzic saves it. But they hit it wide, and it's point IPFW.
Well, we answered back with the middle attack. IPFW did answer with their middle attack as well. So both teams looking like they're going back to their strategy from early on.
Good block by IPFW. Alish comes back with the kill off the hands of Dreisbach. 2-1, Loyola leads. And here comes Chris Kozlarek, the left-handed server. Boy, he had a bundle of good serves in game 2. Santiago, dink shot, Moriera on the floor for the kill. What I call the dink shot, change of pace.
It was a great time to tip. They've been swinging away all match. And Loyola was sitting back ready for just another swing. Good change up. Something fell off of Moriera there.
Jump serve coming by the freshman. Gently setting up Scott Green. Nice dig by Santiago. Defensive return. Chance for the Ramblers. Alish. Point Loyola. I believe a double hit called. That or a net violation, one of the two. Klus to serve. Santiago for Dyga, and Mike hit it too hard, too far. Ramblers now lead 4-2.
Well, a couple good passes from IPFW, so it looks like they are focused on passing. Able to run their middle attack. Just a bad connection there.
Jump serve, Corey Klus. Waszewski with the kill for IPFW. One in doubt, go to your leader. And that's what IPFW did on that point. Sophomore Mike Dyga to serve. Gently. Point Ramblers. And Dennis Santiago looked befuddled there. 5-3. Mike Alish with the jump serve. Santiago. Waszewski. Oh, nice dig by Gently. But the block at the net, Sikcha and Waszewski makes it point IPFW.
It was a nice dig by Juntley, but he is the setter, and when the setter digs the ball, usually there's only one place it goes, and it's to the outside. A good block like IPFW is just going to sit on that and wait for it.
Spashevsky to serve, and it's a service error. Fourth service error tonight for Matt Spashevsky. Santiago for Sikcha, and it's long. IPFW coaching staff arguing that point.
A lot of times when you see that net bouncing up and down, usually means somebody was in the net.
Scott Green with the jump serve. Santiago, Spashevsky, dug out by Kryzak. Juntley for Alish. It's still alive. Dryspot gets it over. Juntley, Schroeder, dug out by Spashevsky. Sikcha, dug out, that time by Alish. Blocked by Sikcha and Dryspot. Oh, they say it's wide. Boy, I thought it was a good block. 8-4, Loyola with the lead and the momentum. Green continuing to serve. Dryspot, dug out by Green. Spashevsky, no dig that time for Kryzak.
Boy, he can jump. He can hang and bang.
8-5, Dons to within 3. Mitch Dryspot getting ready to serve. Schroeder into the net, point IPFW. 2 points in a row, and maybe that'll get IPFW going. Dryspot with the serve, off the tip of the net. Juntley. Point, they say a lift.
Late call, late call.
Spashevsky and Matt's having some words. Steve, I think you made a good point earlier. IPFW cannot lose their composure still in this match. Sikcha with the kill.
Well, that was a great connection, great pass from White. And looks like Santiago got the ball just a touch higher for Sadari. These guys are big. You got to put that ball up there for them.
Sikcha to serve again. It's 9-7. Don's down by 2. Klus long with the kill attempt, and now it's 9-8.
Well, speaking of getting the ball up there, that seemed to be a bit of a low set. And when a set's low and you're a middle hitter, there's only one way to put it, and that's deep and sometimes out.
Freebie at the net. Santiago with a kill. And now we're tied at 9 as the Volleyball have run off 3 points in a row.
That's something he's done well all season, is get up and take care of all those really tight passes, some even being overpasses.
Alish long on the kill. And IPFW now has the momentum, and Shane Davis decides to call a timeout for Loyola. 10-9 our score. Volleyball's on top. You're watching IPFW Volleyball on College 56 Sports.
Dad, you know we love kids, and I've made a decision that will totally change my life. Cameron's too. It's a huge responsibility, leading someone into, who knows, communication or science or math. That's what life's all about, right? Learning so you can pass on knowledge to younger minds. Dad, Mom, I want to be a teacher.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. One university, 2 great names.
There you get a good look at head coach Arnie Ball talking to his junior setter, Dennis Santiago. It's a replay, Steve.
And there's the replay of Dennis Santiago getting up and handling a tight pass, like I said earlier, something he's done well all season.
10-9, Volleyball on top. Sadar Sikja getting ready to continue serving. Gently. Alish off the fingertips of Dry Spot. Point Loyola, we're tied at 10. For Mike Alish, that's his 15th kill tonight. Oh, nice block at the net by Kloos. Another block at the net by Kloos, and Loyola gets the point.
He's really sparked Loyola since coming in, Kloos.
Gently. Santiago, nice dig by Scott Green. Green again, dug out by Dryspach. Spashevsky defensive return. Gently, Kozlarek off of Dryspach's fingers. Point Loyola.
First contact. Solid effort by Dryspach. Some nice digs in that rally.
We're tied at 11. Chris Kozlarek to serve for Loyola. Service ace. Isaac White and Moriera could not get to it.
Yet again, they're having trouble with his serve.
It's hard. It's left-handed. Santiago. Spashevsky. Krzyzek with the dig. Alish point off of Dyga's fingers. Momentum on the side of Loyola right now. It's back and forth, back and forth. Ramblers on top, 13-11. Here in game number 3, match even at a game apiece. Service error by Kozlarek that time.
I guess anytime your opponent misses a serve, it's a break. But especially it seems when Kozlarek misses his serve, that's an extra special break, I guess, because he is damaging right now.
Moriera to serve. Service error. Cristiano's second one tonight. 14-12. Kloos to serve. Santiago. Spashevsky, nice angle. Matty Spashevsky comes back with his 15th kill.
Well, he gets up there, he hangs, he keeps that ball in front of him. He can see all his angles. He hits that shot really well.
Dyga to serve. Dons trail by 1. Alish, blocked by Sikja, but on the wrong side of the net.
We already had a timeout.
And it's 15-13.
We already had a timeout. Oh, okay.
And we've got media timeout. Gives us a chance to let you know that you can do more than just sit on the sidelines. Participate in the excitement of Mastodon athletics by joining the Royal Dons Club. The Royal Dons is IPFW's official athletic booster organization. Members enjoy athletics-related special events, priority access to tickets, and more. To learn about the Royal Dons Club, call 260-481-6643. You can write to the Royal Dons Club at 2101 East Coliseum Boulevard, Fort Wayne, Indiana 46805, or you can go to the IPFW Athletics website at www.ipfw.edu/athletics. 15-13 is a replay. Corey Kloos with the serve. Santiago with the set. And Matty Spashevsky with the nice angle to kill to.
He has a lot of tools. He can go a lot of different directions with that ball. He's a very dangerous attacker. And I'm sure he's the focus of every team that comes in to play IPFW.
It'll be Mike Alish to serve for Loyola. 15-13, Ramblers by 2. Santiago. Spashevsky, point IPFW off Kozlarek's hand. Maddie will serve. Critical point in this game. Don's trying to tie it. Juntley. That's it. It's point IPFW. Loyola thought they had a kill, thought it might have been touched.
No touch called by the officials, though.
We're tied at 15. Spashewski continuing to jump serve. Oh, nice dig by Isaac White. Dugout Spashewski. Here comes Dreisbach. Point IPFW. Two good digs on that exchange.
That's some great defense there by White. The block should have been up with the setter on that play, but wasn't, so an extra great job by Isaac White to be ready for the attack.
Dons have retaken the lead, 16-15. Juntley setting up Green. Battle at the net. And Loyola wins the battle and the point. Tied at 16. Scott Green to serve. Santiago. Spashewski, oh, nice block. Schroeder, Sean Schroeder. One advantage of being 6'9".
I guess one of many.
I'm a foot shorter than that. I wouldn't know what it's like being up in that rarefied air. Free ball. Kozlarek off Santiago's hand.
And that's another ball over the net by IPFW. Looks like, again, their passing is starting to break down a little.
IPFW calls the timeout right now, and you can see a rather agitated head coach Arnie Ball. The latest Mastodon scores and stats are now available on the World Wide Web. You can go to www.ipfw.edu/athletics, where you can check up on teams, players, and programs anytime you'd like. Again, the official Mastodon website, www.ipfw.edu/athletics, where if you went there right now, you would find out that our women's basketball team closed out their season this afternoon. They dropped an 80-65 decision to Valparaiso University. Coach Bruce Patterson's squad finished the year with a record of 8 wins and 20 defeats. Amy Gerald's senior forward finished her collegiate career with 1,588 points. So congratulate the women's team on giving their best effort. I know they didn't get as many wins as they would like, but they will try to do better again next year. The men's team is in action as we speak, also at Valparaiso. They've got 2 games to go. Santiago trying to set up Spashewski, and Maddie comes down with the kill. Makes our score 18-17. Loyola with the lead. IPFW with the serve. It'll be Mitch Dreisbach. Alish blocked for Iera and Siksha. We're tied at 18. Great block by the tandem. As the ebb and flows go back and forth. Schroeder dug out by Isaac White. Spashewski dug out by Mike Alish. Kozlarek blocked by Santiago and Siksha. Back-to-back blocks, and the Dons take the lead, 19-18.
Well, whatever Coach Ball said to them, I can only imagine what it was. They came out a lot more aggressive out of that timeout, starting with the great kill by Spashewski.
Dreisbach continuing to serve. Schroeder. Sean Schroeder gets the kill. We're tied at 19. And John Thuet coming in for Sean Schroeder, and Thuet will serve. Santiago Sitcha, oh, nice block at the net there by Klus. Moriera dug out by Green. Kozlarek still alive. Dreisbach hopped over the bench but couldn't get to it, and it's point Ramblers. One of the oddities of this facility, that the ball is alive even if it hits the netting up top. Short serve. Sitcha blocked by Klus.
Well, it was a good idea by Sitcha to go for that second ball attack there. Good aggressive play, but Klus was ready for it.
21-19, Ramblers on top by 2. Santiago Spashevsky with the kill. Matt's 18th tonight.
He's got the line, he's got cross, he'll go through the block, he'll hit it off the block. It's hard to have an answer for him.
Serdar Sitcha to serve. Don's trying to tie game 3 at 21 apiece. Match is even at a game apiece. Good block by Mike Dyga. He outdued Klus at the net.
That is a very key block. It's very obvious that Loyola has gone back to their middles as much as possible. And we need to stop them.
Juntley setting up Kozlarek. Blocked again. Kozlarek keeps it alive. Santiago. Spashevsky. Point IPFW. And now Loyola calls timeout as IPFW retakes the lead 22-21. Boy, to say this game, much less this match, has gone back and forth and back and forth.
There's a lot of momentum changes in this game, and you know, there's a lot of energy coming from both teams off and on. And Shane Davis has done a good job of calling timeouts to stop IPFW's momentum and try and put out some of their energy. He's not letting IPFW get too far ahead before he calls those timeouts. I think it's been a 1-point lead both times in this game.
There you see a replay of the nice block by Mike Dyga at the net. So far tonight, IPFW 13 blocks as opposed to 5 for Loyola. It's team blocks.
Everyone looks like, and the crowd looks like they're, feel like they've been sitting a long time, but I have a feeling this is going to be a tight one that's going to go a long time, so they better get comfortable.
This is only game 3. There'll be at least a game 4 as well. Sitcha to serve. Alish with the kill. Right in front of Sitcha. We're tied at 22.
A good timeout, obviously. Able to recompose his team.
Brian Juntley serving. Spashevsky, nice dig by Krishek. Kozlarek tried the dig shot. And Santiago gets the point.
And there you have it again. He's just a great person to have when those passes are really tight. He's lefty, he jumps high.
Float serve. Alish. Point Loyola. We're tied at 23.
Alish still aggressive. Had the great kill out of the timeout. Great angle there.
Kozlarek with the left-handed serve. Moriera! And it's wide. Cristiano had some heat on it, but unfortunately he hit it wide, and the Ramblers now have the lead 24-23. Another jump serve by Chris Kozlarek. Santiago. Spashevsky dug out by Krishek. Gently setting up Alish. Dug out by Isaac White. Spashevsky. Dug out by Kozlarek. Alish at the net. Off Dreisbach's hands. Point Loyola.
And Mike Alish wins the race to 20. He is the first of the 2 right sides and of the whole match to get 20 kills with that one right there.
Arnie Ball calls his second allotted timeout of this game. So each team has used their 2 allotted timeouts. It's 25-23, Loyola on top. What do you think Coach is saying right now?
I could only imagine. He looks pretty animated, but you know he's thinking of something. After every timeout, they've gone to Bishevsky, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see the next set out of this timeout go to Bishevsky here.
And you would think Shane Davis, having played against Matt Bishevsky a couple of times, and seeing what's happened earlier in this game, would know that too. So how does he adjust?
Well, he's just going to let his players know to look for the set out there, put up a straight block, and hopefully the defense can get around it. As I mentioned earlier, Bishevsky's got all the angles. He's got all the shots. He's a very tough player to defend.
Well, we're about ready to go. Chris Kozlarek will serve. Santiago. Moriera instead. Krishik with the dig, but ball goes awry, and it's point IPFW.
Well, I guess great call by Coach Ball there. I guess everybody in the gym was expecting it.
Now we got a substitution for IPFW. Jared Quillen, number 14. A freshman, true freshman, comes in. What a time. His first action of the night. You're down by 1 late in game 3. Oh, nice dig by Quillen, but it's wide. Point Loyola. He gave it a great effort, though. 26-24, Ramblers on top. Corey Cluse to serve. Dons need a defensive stop right here. Santiago. Spashevsky.
He got the touch there. Got a piece of the block.
Match
very key point. Very key point. At this point in the match, you do not want to give up too much of a lead here.
Mike Dyga to serve. Don's looking for the tie. Schroeder says no way. A short set by Juntley. And Sean Schroeder gets his 9th kill of the night. 27-25, Mike Alish to serve. Santiago. Spashevsky. Krzyzek with the dig. Green. And Loyola gets the point. The block is wide. 28-25. Krzyzek dug it out and saved Loyola that time.
Great job going off the hands on the tough set. You know they'll be there with the big block that IPFW puts up.
Crowd trying to get into it. Short serve. Spashevsky, point IPFW. 28-26.
Good idea by Loyola to drop in the short serve, but a great job by Isaac White to be ready for that.
Spashevsky to serve. Dons can ill afford a mistake now. Unfortunately, that's exactly what they got. 5th service error by Matt Spashevsky, and all of a sudden it's game point Loyola. Scott Green will serve. Ramblers trying to take a 2-1 lead in the match. Jump serve. And it's a service ace, hit the net. Santiago didn't see it. And don't look now, but Loyola of Chicago leads this match 2-1 after winning game 3, 30-26. Teams will change ends, get ready for game 4. We'll take a break and get ready as well. You're watching IPFW Volleyball on College 56 Sports.
If you look on any college campus these days, you'll find many students who fall into the non-traditional category. These are older students who are returning to finish a degree. Some are just beginning college, and many of them are taking supplemental classes for personal or professional reasons. This month on IPFW Up Close, we'll take a look at IPFW's Division of Continuing Studies, where lifelong learning is more than just a slogan. Join me, Jeanette Liu, for IPFW Up Close, Sundays at noon on College Cable Access Channel 56.
Are you in there? What's up? The show's at 7.
Whoa.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. One university, two great names.
Happy spring. It's time to think of chocolate eggs and Easter bunnies.
And we're thinking about children in town who would like to be a part of the fun.
We're the alumni directors at the area colleges and universities.
Each year we adopt an area school and provide filled Easter baskets for all the students.
We need 500 baskets.
Please consider donating filled, wrapped Easter baskets for this worthy cause.
Remember, all the items in the basket need to be wrapped and not homemade.
Then the entire basket should be wrapped.
You can drop off your baskets up until April 6th at any one of our colleges or universities.
With your help, we'll make 500 children's spring a bit brighter this year.
Back at the Hilliard Gate Sports Center here on the campus of IPFW, Mike Mass and Steve Florio with you. And Steve, Loyola finished off game 3 on an 8-3 run. They win the game 30-26 after having won game 2 30-23. And it seems like a long, long time ago that IPFW won game 1 30-26.
Yeah, it does. Loyola is playing a tough match. They're making the tight plays. Picking up, they're playing some scrappy defense, and they're really challenging IPFW. More than challenging, they're beating them, actually.
See a change for IPFW. Josh Commerce, number 5, the freshman out of Toronto, was in the lineup here for the start of game 4. Volleyball, now their backs are against the wall. They're down 2-1. They have to win this game 4 to force a winner-take-all game 5. Of game to 15 there, but it will be Brian Juntley, the setter, to serve for Loyola to start game 4. And here we go. Lollipop serve. Santiago is blocked by Mike Alish. Start off this game, point Loyola. And this crowd's a little bit stunned. Another short serve. This time, Alish's block is unsuccessful, and we're tied at 1.
It's so important. It's so important for IPFW to get more effective use out of their middles.
Serdar Sikcha to serve. A long float serve. Juntley. Kozlarek, I should say. Left-handed kill. 2-1 Loyola. Now Chris Kozlarek will serve. Boy, he served very well tonight. A hard left-hand serve, but he serves it long that time for a service error.
Just to follow up on the middles, Loyola has 15 kills from their middle hitters, while IPFW only has 8.
Santiago to serve for the Dons. Green, dug out by Isaac White. Moriera blocked by Klus. Spashevsky with the kill for IPFW.
The right side attackers for Loyola and IPFW have 21 kills and 22 kills.
Alish off of Santiago's hand.
And that is Alish's 22nd kill as well. So both right sides are doing their job. But it looks like Loyola's winning the battle in the middle.
Corey Klus to serve for Loyola. We're tied at 3 here in game 4. Spashevsky dug out by Kozlarek. Schroeder dug out by Josh Collins. Defensive return. And nobody was there for Loyola. Mental lapse, and maybe that'll get IPFW started.
That's something that IPFW has to take advantage of, because that's what Loyola has been doing. When IPFW makes an unforced error or a mistake, Loyola is jumping all over it. IPFW has to answer back with a good play here.
Cristiano Moriera with the serve. The young freshman. Schroeder blocked wide by Dyga and Spashevsky, and we're tied at 4. Alish to serve. Collins dug out by Krzyzek. Green dug out by Santiago, but it's wide. Point Loyola. Should point out, Steve, that earlier this week Loyola defeated Lewis. A team IPFW has knocked off twice. Defeated them in 4 games.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. Loyola is playing real tough volleyball.
Service error that time by Alish. We're tied at 5. Downs can take every break they can get. Mike Dyga will serve. Gently for Schroeder, over the fingertips of Spashevsky.
And he's come alive. He has come alive. He's already exceeded the amount of kills he's had in games 1 and 2, and he's only played a game and a half since then.
Santiago for Sikcha, blocked by Schroeder. And everything seemingly going Loyola's way right now. They're up 7-5. They lead the match 2-1. Green with the jump serve. Santiago for Collins, dug out by Schroeder. Santiago for Collins again, dug out, but that's wide this time, the block attempt by Schroeder. And IPFW gets a badly needed point.
Well, it didn't take Collins long to get his arm ready. He is swinging hard.
Spashevsky to serve. Freebie at the net, point Loyola. Riera just couldn't get to that ball. 8-6, Ramblers by 2. Schroeder serving. Sikcha with the kill.
And they're going to need more of that IPFW. That's a great job. Sikcha's able to reach up, hit his angles on that shot because the set was high enough for him there.
Josh Collins, first serve of the night. Klus off a short set by Juntley. (9-7) Loyola on top. Juntley will start his second round of serves in this game. Oh, Sikcha with the kill off of Green's hand.
All right, looks like Santiago and Sikcha are connecting a lot better now, and that's really important for IPFW.
9-8, Dons trail by 1, Sikcha to serve. They need to win this game 4 to force a game 5. Gently. Alish blocked by Dyga. Klus into the net, point IPFW. We're tied at 9.
Looks like this game is going to be won and lost in the middle. Great job getting his hands on the ball there by Mike Dyga.
Long float serve by Sikcha. Gently, Kozlarek. Santiago saves it. Good dig that time by Gently. 4 hits, IPFW's point.
I believe that was Sikcha with the quick reaction in the back row to touch that ball. So the middle's not only doing it at the net right now, also in the back row, which is sort of funny.
Dons have the lead. Can they build on it? Alish, long point, IPFW. It's 11-9. And Shane Davis of Loyola says timeout. We'll take one as well. It's 11-9, Loyola, IPFW on top. You're watching IPFW Volleyball on College 56 Sports.
You know, if she continues to spill product at a rate of 3 per hour, unit cost, say 60 cents. Factor in breakage, downtime, lost sales, you're looking at $2,400 a month. Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. One university, 2 great names.
Back at the Gates Sports Center, Mike Miles and Steve Florio with you tonight. IPFW, their backs to the wall. They trail in the match 2-1, but they have rallied to take an 11-9 lead here in game 4. And as you said, Steve, they're starting to play a little bit better in the middle, especially Serdar Sikcha.
Yes, he is. He's doing a great job. Both teams are hammering away from the middle.
Sikcha continues to serve, and it's a service error. Not what you need at this time of the match.
And yet another nice job by Shane Davis to call a timeout and kill the momentum of IPFW.
Chris Kozlarek with that left-handed hammer serve. Santiago Moriera dug out by Kozlarek. Lift called on Loyola. Just as Scott Green was getting ready to slam one down. 12-10, the lead up to 2. Santiago to serve. Gently for Green. It's wide. Point IPFW, it's 13-10.
And IPFW has gotten Loyola to go away from their middle hitters, and they're seeing some breathing room now.
Santiago continues to serve. Gently. Oh, Daiga went out. Getting the point to IPFW. I thought.
What had happened there was the setter is a back row setter, and he went up and had a joust with the middle blocker. And as a back row player, you cannot play the ball above the height of the net.
So it's 14-10. Dons by 4. Gently. Alish wide. Point IPFW. And we come to the mandatory 15-point timeout. Volleyball lead 15-10. Get a good look at Ernie Ball. Want to remind you to tune in to College 56 Sunday, March 20th, Saturday, March 20th, or Sunday, March 21st. To see the replay of tonight's match with Loyola against Saturday night, March 20th, 7 p.m., or Sunday night, March 21st at 7 p.m. for the replay of tonight's match between Loyola Chicago and IPFW right here on College 56. Yeah, there's one excited fan. Here's a replay. Santiago with the serve. Gently with the set. Point IPFW.
Well, IPFW has been making some nice serves. They may not look so tough, but they're calculated. They're getting the bad passes.
Gently, Alish, and it's point Loyola.
Loyola has been very efficient coming out of timeouts. And there you see it again. Although that was not a timeout taken by Shane Davis, still effective.
Corey Cluse to serve. Ramblers down by 4. Make it 5 as the service error takes place.
Once again, we need to see IPFW capitalize on that error.
Cristiano Moriera to serve. Gently. Alish dug out by the Dons. Waszewski dug out by Gently. Alish with the kill. Found the hole. For Mike Alish, that's 24 kills tonight.
As of now, he's winning the battle of the right sides.
Santiago. Collins blocked by Schroeder. Santiago. Collins again. Dug out by Krishek. Schroeder keeps it alive. But Alish can't get it over, and IPFW wins the point.
Well, talk about an aggressive hitter. Collins is just going to hit it harder and harder. If you stop him, he's going to come back even stronger.
Mike Daiga to serve. IPFW up 17-12 here in game 4. Service error. No wonder Ernie Ball doesn't have much hair on top.
Tell me about it.
Scott Green to serve. Santiago. Waszewski Gently with the dig. Kozlaric, well, they're going to call double hit. Point IPFW. Time's going to break. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Well, we have Santiago in the front row now, one of the better blockers for IPFW, along with Sitcha, also one of the better blockers for IPFW.
Spashevsky to serve. Problem at the net. And Santiago made sure that IPFW would get the point. 19-13, the lead up to 6. Spashevsky continuing to serve. Good silent serve there. Schroeder gets the point. Well, how often have we seen it tonight where the person who gets the point goes back to serve? Kozlaric dug out wide, point Ramblers. 19-15. Lead down to 4. Schroeder to serve. Santiago. Spashevsky blocked. Kozlaric. He tried again. Schroeder with a dig. Alish dig shot. Point Loyola.
Alish having a great night. IPFW doesn't have too much of an answer for Alish. He's mixing it up as well as Spashevsky is. That's his 25th kill of the night.
Ernie Ball calls his first time out of game 4. Lead down to 3, 19-16.
Good timeout for Arnie Ball, though. Shane Davis had success stopping the momentum of the Mastodons, so let's see if Arnie Ball has some success stopping the momentum of the Ramblers.
Loyola hitting .318 here in game 4. IPFW .217. Overall, the match. IPFW hitting .263. Loyola .229, but doesn't mean much right now. As the bottom line is Loyola leads the match 2-1. So IPFW leads game 4, 19-16. Volleyball have to win this game. Leave it all on the floor, literally.
This is a very important match for IPFW. They go on a long road trip after this match.
Good block at the net by Klus. Could be free ball time. Kozlaric dug out. Santiago to Spashevsky, point IPFW.
A great job of Dennis Santiago touching that ball on the block. A great job of Josh Collins to be there to pick it up.
20-16, now we got substitution. Dusty Sherman going to come in for Josh Collins. Serving specialist.
Here's a move that has worked well for Coach Ball so far tonight. Both times he's used them.
He had an ace earlier in the match. See what happens now. Float serve. Gently. Ooh. Surprising. Oh. White keeps it alive. Spashevsky gets the kill. And Isaac White saved the day that time.
Yes, he did. Great job there. Dennis had a nice pickup off the block. It was a low set to Sadar. But Dennis covering up.
And point goes Loyola. And I guess they're saying a net violation. Arnie Ball doesn't like the call. It's 21-17. Green with a dig. Kozlaric is dunked by Sitcha.
He's blocked just out of bounds
wide.
there.
21-18. White with the dig. Santiago, the battle of the net. Dug out by Alish. Klus, dug out by Spashevsky. Santiago gets the point! And Alish is screaming at the line judge. Shane Davis is screaming at the line judge. But that point was good. 22-18.
Emotions running high right now.
Sikcha to serve. And a yellow card is going to come out, I think. No.
Although the way he was in the face of the lines judge, certainly grounds for a card.
Gently. Kozlarek dug out by Dusty Sherman. Point Dons, Loyola! And again, credit Dusty Sherman with the dig.
Great job by Dusty Sherman on that dig. IPFW clearly has the momentum now. Some breakdowns on Loyola's side.
Gently. Kozlarek, and he gets the kill. 23-19 the score. IPFW on top. Chris Kozlarek of Loyola to serve. Been a tough serve all night. Lift called on IPFW, a double hit rather.
And yet again, more trouble with Kozlarek's serve. And that one had some side spin on it. It's usually been top spin.
Dons have to find a way to solve that serve. Santiago. Spashevsky with the kill! Right over the fingertips of Klus.
Wasn't the greatest pass, but Dennis Santiago went to a sure thing. Matt Spashevsky. I'll get it before the night's over, Mike.
Hey, I've been working on it for 3+ years. Don't worry about it. Every year I get a different pronunciation. Santiago with the float serve. Gently. Green with the kill off Moriera's fingertips. 24-21. John Thuet coming in to serve for Loyola.
Scott Green's been the most efficient attacker for Loyola, hitting just over 300 with 10 kills.
Thuet, left-handed serve. Santiago. Spashevsky! Maddie with kill number 26.
Oh, with that one, Maddie takes the lead in the race of the right side hitters.
Jared Quillen going to come in for Moriera to serve.
Speaking of right side hitters, we have not seen Alish attack the ball as often these past couple points.
Jared Quillen to serve. Gently for Schroeder. Blocked by Dyga. Oh, good left-handed kill by Kozlarek. I thought they had a point there, but Chris Kozlarek said no way. Mike Alish will serve. Ramblers trail by 3. And he'll get a service ace. It's now 25-23. And you wonder if and when Ernie Ball may call a second timeout.
I feel the momentum slightly shifting.
Good dig by Krysiak. Block at the net, dug out by Isaac White. Santiago, Spashevsky, dig shot, dug out by Krysiak. Santiago with the set at the net. And it's point IPFW. Net violation Loyola.
And again, another shot by Spashevsky. Tipping the ball to the deep corner. That's one we haven't seen tonight. Like I said, he has them all. Great time to use it.
Dyga to serve. Gently setting up Schroeder, and it's wide. Dons with another point. It's now 27-23.
Well, Schroeder seems to have cooled down. He was blocked a little earlier and just made a hitting error.
Gently for Schroeder again, and he's in the net.
Another hitting error.
28-23. IPFW 2 points away of forcing a 5th and deciding game.
similar to the end of game one, as a matter of fact, with the hitting errors.
Juntley for Schroeder, blocked by Sikcha. Green, wide, point Dons, it's game point.
We haven't seen Alish swing. Their leading killer has not had a swing in the past couple of attempts.
Gently. Oh, good kill there, and I think that was Mike Alish.
It was Alish, but maybe too little, too late.
Let's hope. Scott Green will serve, another game point. It's 29-24. Nearly a service ace. Spashevsky long. 2 points in a row for Loyola. And one starts to think back to a Penn State game and a Lewis game earlier in the year.
Well, there are two freshmen in the serve-receive out there for IPFW right now, Collins and Moreira.
Santiago going to set up. Spashevsky, point dance. We're even at 2 games apiece. IPFW wins game 4, 30-25. Comes down to a shootout, game to 15 to decide the winner of this match. Let's take a break. IPFW wins game 4, 30-25. You're watching IPFW Volleyball on College 56 Sports.
Then, if you had time.
I can tell by your excitable behavior and verbal faux pas that you have generalized anxiety with paranoid tendencies. It would never work.
Okay, thanks.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. One university, two great names.
If you look on any college campus these days, you'll find many students who fall into the non-traditional category. These are older students who are returning to finish a degree. Some are just beginning college, and many of them are taking supplemental classes for personal or professional reasons. This month on IPFW Up Close, we'll take a look at IPFW's Division of Continuing Studies, where lifelong learning is more than just a slogan. Join me, Jeanette Liu, for IPFW Up Close, Sundays at noon on College Cable Access Channel 56.
Happy spring. It's time to think of chocolate eggs and Easter bunnies.
And we're thinking about children in town who would like to be a part of the fun.
We're the alumni directors at the area colleges and universities.
Each year we adopt an area school and provide filled Easter baskets for all the students.
We need 500 baskets.
Please consider donating filled, wrapped Easter baskets for this worthy cause.
Remember, all the items in the basket need to be wrapped and not homemade.
Then the entire basket should be wrapped.
You can drop off your baskets up until April 6th at any one of our colleges or universities.
With your help, we'll make 500 children's spring a bit brighter this year.
The IPFW Volleyball found a resolve in game 4. They trailed early in that game 9-7, but they rallied to come back and win game 4, 30-25. This match is now even at 2 games apiece. And now we play 1 game to 15, win by 2. See who's going to win this match here tonight. As we've said before, it's a critical match for IPFW because after tonight, there's only 1 home match left in the regular season, that being on March 27th against Mercyhurst. Next week, the Dons travel to Quincy, and then they're going to play 4 top 10 ranked teams out in California before they return back to play some more MIVA games, and they still have to go to places such as Ball State, Ohio State, Findlay, Clark, and other places. But right now, the matter is who can get to 15 first in this game 5.
As you mentioned, the road trip, Mike, you do not want to go out onto the road, that long of a road trip that they have, with a loss.
I think, from the looks of it, it'll be Mike Dyga to serve first for IPFW. And again, rally point scoring to 15. You can ill afford to get off to a bad start. Let's see what happens.
Well, you have Alish starting in the front left, which means he'll see the most attacks.
Alish, and he gets the first kill.
And there you have it.
Spashevsky's block was wide. 1-0.
I don't think we'll see any surprises here. I think we're going to see Spashevsky versus Alish.
Kozlarek with that big serve. Santiago. Spashevsky, point IPFW. We're tied at 1. Gut check time for both teams. Spashevsky to serve. White knuckle time for some. Good serve. Junti. Alish blocked by the Don. Sikcha. 2-1 IPFW with the lead.
Well, if IPFW can clamp down on Alish, we might see them go to some other hitters, and that's what IPFW might want to see since Alish has 27 kills. 27 kills, that's correct.
Jump serve. Junti. Alish. Dug out by Isaac White. Collins. Dug out by Kryzhik. Junti for Alish. Dug out by Spashevsky. Santiago sets up Spashevsky. Point IPFW. IPFW with the lead. A concerned Shane Davis on the Loyola bench.
He did not look happy there. You know he's thinking when he wants to stop the momentum.
Junti for Green. Scott Green gets the kill. It's 3-2 IPFW with the lead. But now Loyola will have the serve. And it'll be Corey Kloos. Crowd on its feet with a chant. Santiago. Spashevsky! Point IPFW! No secret what IPFW is going to do, Steve.
No, it is no secret. We're going to see a shootout. Right side versus right side. Although you have Schroeder coming into the middle, and you might see him get a few more attacks.
Collins with the serve. It's 4-2. Don's up by 2. Juntley setting up. Alish blocked by Moriera. Point IPFW. (5-2).
IPFW is almost forcing Loyola to go to someone besides Alish.
Junti for Schroeder. Off of White's hands. Point Loyola. Now 5-3. Mike Alish will serve.
With Alish going into the back row, you got to wonder if they're going to continue to set him or we're going to see Schroeder get a lot more swings.
Jump serve. Could be Freebie. Sikcha with the kill for IPFW. And Dennis Santiago had a great job of just chipping that ball up.
You just got to keep it high for Sikcha and he'll take care of the rest.
Sikcha to serve. Don's up 6-3. That long lazy float serve. Green into the net. Point IPFW. It's 7-3.
And the float serve has been trouble for Loyola all night long.
Sikcha continuing to serve. Lazy float serve. Junti for Schroeder. Wide and long. Rambler screaming that it was touched. Officials say no. 8-3, momentary change.
At this point in Game 5, teams will look for anything, hope to get the break, hope to stop the momentum. We haven't seen a timeout.
Do you have everything you need? Paper, pencils?
We only ask that you do your best. And make you a snack.
Okay, we're back on here.
Yep. Alish and a block by Moriera.
You haven't missed much.
Just a couple of nice rallies, and IPFW on the block by Cristiano Moriera.
You got back in time to see the most important play, and that was that block.
It's now 9-3. Teams just changed ends. Junty for Schroeder. Collins made a great try for the dig, but it went wide. It's now 9-4. IPFW with the lead, but Loyola has to serve. It'll be Scott Green serving.
It's a comfy lead, but don't let it deceive you. Loyola can run some points.
We've seen that earlier tonight. Santiago, Moriera, dug out by Green. Junty setting up Alish. Oh, off Spashevsky's fingers. And you're right, 2 points in a row. It's now 9-5, the lead down to 4. Green continuing to serve. Again, game 5, he only played a 15. Good dig by Collins. Spashevsky, good dig that time. It's a, and they're going to start pointing as IPFWs. It hit the speakers. Got to admit, I'm a little surprised because I thought it was fair game, but
boy, Spashevsky's been playing good all night, but he really turned it up for this 5th game.
Santiago serves. Schroeder off of White's hands. 10-6 the score. IPFW with the lead. Loyola with the serve.
Well, Schroeder coming off the floor. Cluse coming on. Another strong middle, but you got to wonder. It's probably going to go to Alish the rest of the night.
Threw it with the serve. Could be Freebie. Spashevsky. Long. And Ernie Ball says, let's call timeout.
Spashevsky looking for the touch call. The ref didn't see it. But as you see, struggling with Loyola's serve is IPFW. And that's been the case all night. Through the first 4 games, Loyola had 7 aces and only 7 serving errors, while IPFW only had 2 service aces but 10 serving errors. So Loyola pouring it on with their serve, and it has shown. IPFW at times has struggled with their passing.
And there's a replay here.
You see the tough pass that Dennis Santiago had to go up for.
And it was just long.
Well, shouldn't be a surprise to see Spashevsky, but Coach Ball faked me out last time and went to Moriera in one of the last timeouts he called.
Well, in 24 years of coaching, Arnie's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. Let's see what happens now. 10-7 our score. IPFW with the lead. Again, in game 5, you only played a 15. You did not play to 30. You need to win by 2. John threw it with the left-handed serve. Santiago, Spashevsky, dug out by Thuit. Alish coming right at me. And it's point Loyola. It's 10-8. And again, the serving, as you say, Steve, is killing IPFW. Loyola's serving extremely well. A lift, and it's now 10-9.
Well, there's 2 freshmen on the court for IPFW, and they're going right at them, especially Josh Collins, who checked into the game in game 4.
Ernie Ball just called a second timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're watching IPFW Volleyball on College 56 Sports.
Do you have everything you need? Paper, pencils?
We only ask that you do your best. And make you a snack.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. One university, 2 great names.
Back at the Hilliard Gates Sports Center. 10-9 our score. IPFW leading Loyola. It's winner take all game 5. Here's a replay, Steve. Again, the left-handed serving of John Thuit. And a lift called on that one. Ramblers serving for the tie. Santiago. Moriera with a kill! Great set by Santiago.
And Moriera has been the most efficient hitter for IPFW. He is hitting .364 for the match. As you know, hitting percentages are a lot like batting averages in baseball. You want to be 300 or above.
Dusty Sherman in to serve. Float serve. Here's Alish off the fingertips of Spashevsky, and it's 11-10. Moriera back in the lineup for Sherman.
Again, two freshmen in the serve receive, Moriera and Collins. Look for the ball to go to one of them.
Brian Gently to serve. Santiago. Spashevsky with another kill. He now has 32. He's too short of his season and career high. But more importantly, he gives IPFW a 12-10 lead. Mike Daiga will serve. Every point critical now. And it's a service error. That ball just floated over the line. And Chris Kozlarek.
Loyola has taken advantage of IPFW's errors all night.
Santiago. Spashevsky off the fingertips of Plejek. Point IPFW.
But not this time. Great cover up on the service error. Great job to bounce back from the service error by IPFW.
13-11.
It's been all Bashevsky this game 5.
Bashevsky to serve. Jump serve. Good serve. Gently for Alish. Blocked by Sikcha. Grand match point. Great block, Sikcha at the net.
The energy in this gym is great right now. The crowd is on their feet.
And Loyola calls timeout. Oh, you like this now, Steve?
I'm really surprised that Shane Davis has taken so long to call that timeout. He's been so good about calling timeouts all night, not letting the lead jump too far. And then in the game 5, the shortest game out of all 5 of them, you only go to 15. He lets the lead stretch out real far.
Well, Matty Spashevsky is going to serve for the match. That's the good news. I don't want to be a pessimist, but Matty has had 5 service errors tonight.
Well, you know, at this point, it's 14-11. He can go for it. He has gone for it. He's not going to stop being aggressive. If he makes the error, all IPFW has to do is side out.
Now, one other thing, too. If they do make a mistake, it will not be Chris Kozlarek serving with that solid left-handed serve. He was the last server for Loyola.
That's a good point, Mike. I mean, he is due to serve, but not for 2 rotations. And this game will be over before then, hopefully.
Here we go. Fans on their feet. Spashevsky serving for the match. Jump serve. Good serve. Junty. Alish blocked, and it's wide. Point Loyola. Sikcha and Collins got their hands on it, but it went wide. Loyola's still alive. Corey Klus to serve.
Well, with Bashevsky in the back row, we're looking for a back row set to him to end this thing.
Good serve, Santiago. Spashevsky. And point Dons, game Dons, match Dons. Final score, 15-12. Matty Spashevsky's 34th kill of the night, ties a season and career high, ends it. The Dons win game 5, 15-12. They win the match 3-2. Scores 30-26. 23-30, 26-30, 30-25, 15-12. Big win for the Dons. They improved to 9-2 overall. And more importantly, 6-1 in the conference. Tough loss for Loyola. They dropped to 9-6 overall, 4-3 in MIVA play. And what can you say, Steve? Great match.
Yeah, it's exactly what we expected. There's no surprises there. It was a shootout, like we said earlier on, and gave everything it promised. It was a great volleyball match.
Real quickly, the Dons hit 301 for the match. Loyola 218. Spashevsky 34 kills. Moriera 11 kills. 9 kills for Sikcha. 9 kills for Dreisbach. Santiago had 58 assists. Spashevsky had 13 digs. Here comes match point on the replay. Mike Alish, 31 kills for Loyola. Schroeder, 15. Green, 11. Kozlarek, 9. And the Dons dodge a major league bullet tonight. 68 assists for Brian Gently at the center position. Great performance by Loyola. These two teams will meet again in Chicago later in the year. In fact, on April the 2nd. April the 2nd, they'll meet again in Chicago. But final thoughts, Steve Florio.
Well, final thoughts. One word, Spashevsky. One word.
Steve, thanks for coming tonight. We really appreciate you helping out. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you, Mike.
Well, at this time, we'd like to thank the College 56 production crew, the IPFW athletic staff, the City of Fort Wayne, Comcast Cablevision, the IPFW Learning Resource Center, Ryan Steakhouse for helping to sponsor our telecast, and especially the IPFW Office of University Relations and Communications for their contributions to this College 56 Sports telecast. This telecast of IPFW Sports is copyrighted and the sole property of the College Cable Access Center and IPFW. Authorized duplication, exhibition, rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this event without express written consent is strictly prohibited. We hope you've enjoyed this telecast of IPFW Sports and the outcome as well. And we thank you again for joining us this evening. For Steve Florio, this is Mike Moss saying so long for now. Once again, IPFW victorious tonight. Scores of 30-26, 23-30, 26-30, 30-25, and 15-12. We invite you to tune in March 20th and 21st for the replay of tonight's match. And stay tuned during the weeks for Arnie Ball Show, Mastodon Spotlight, and the Doug No Show as well. And until next time, we wish you a pleasant good evening from the Hilliard Gate Sports Center here on the campus of IPFW.